Well, I'm back up now. I'm getting up now. Need to go in there and cut my hair. Um, Things I had planned for this year. There was things that my mom had laid out and planned that she wanted to accomplish for her immediate family when she passed. Like the barbecue sauce she wanted to leave to the family, her immediate family. No one knows that barbecue sauce recipe but me. I know it. And a person could try to steal the ingredients, but they still wouldn't know how to make it because it's proportion. It's how it's mixed. No one. Don't let people fool you. Think they know it. But I'm gonna try to be working on getting that put on the market because that's one thing she was working on. Um, I'm gonna get back in probably doing some whole hog pulled pork cooking. That's one thing me and my son, I had been doing it on my own for a while. That's a lot of things people don't know because I had the time and opportunity to do a lot of things on my own. Nothing beats a failure, but a person who's not willing to try. So you have to try. So I tried many times. I failed many times, and I learned how to do whole hog barbecue cooking. Even when it comes down to me working on cars, I learned how to do that on my own. Air conditioning heat, I took more serious as I got older, and I learned how to do that. I'm self-taught. As long as I can read it, obtain the knowledge, I can put it together. I do a lot of reading, a lot of reading. Some of y'all need to find some people that read instead of people that are yes men or followers who want to copy everything you do. Get you some intelligent people behind you who know how to read because the new world order is coming into effect and people don't even know it. They don't even know what's going on. COVID was a test. It was, but people they don't know idea the agenda of the new world order. They don't. But I'm glad, um, I'm glad this election stuff is over with. I will tell you that. People just need to pay attention and read. Read. A lot of information, this public information. People can get up and watch the news, but there's a lot of information that people overlook that you have to go read. There's a lot of important hidden information, and people don't take the time to go out there and try to read it. I read. I read a lot. So you can see what the government is planning for the near future. I was watching the news earlier today, and they were talking, back in the area where I'm from, somewhat in Clayton, Johnson County area, they done increased the taxes, property taxes by like 70%. That's what that's crazy. What? That's insane, man. It's almost like they don't want people to own their homes. It's like the agenda they don't want people to own their homes. So if you do have a home that you own, take care of it. It's forcing people to move out to rural areas, that's undeveloped because the cost of living is cheaper. And it's sad, but it's almost like they're using people, almost like they're herding cattle. We just cattle, pretty much. They shift you around wherever they want you to go. If you think about it, for real, man. Read, man. Read. Take the time. I can't. I'm doing better now. Sometimes I'm not always sober minded, but I try to be for the most part. You can say I have my flaws, and those are my flaws. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge nobody by a character trait you may see them do, every once in a while, because you never know that person, the value of that person. Um, you just never know. And when it comes down to me in the dating scene, I think I don't know. I've always dated older women. I don't know why. I guess because older women, some of them were attracted to me. I thought it was cool to have older women on my side. And plus, like wine, man, they get better with age. Some of them. Some of them turn to vinegar. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them turn into vinegar. I don't understand why some of these young girls want to get with some of them old men, because some of these old men out here nasty, man. Some old men are really. Some old men are just nasty, man. They go to church just to fornicate, want to hook up with people in the church, or hook up with women they almost 70, 80 years old trying to hook up with women or chasing women that they done went to high school with. Man, that should be over with. Like for real, man. That's weird, man. That's sickening too, man. Some of the old people are just sick. And be careful who you date. Learn how to read their prescription. Learn how to read the medicine they taking. So you don't pick up, my grandma used to always tell my cousins and stuff, because the old men they messing with, but be careful, the old men will give you worms. Y'all better be careful, old men give you worms. Old women, I don't know what they give you. Some of the old women, they act immature. Some of the ones I know, they act younger than man. I don't like all. I ain't gonna stay on that subject too much. I'm single because I choose to, boy. Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing good out here. Nope. I can't say there ain't nothing good out here, man. And it's sad, yo. And social media has it looking like they're trying to send us back, man. They're making it seem like the only way women can make it is by showing off their cleavage or performing sexual acts. That ain't cool neither. Because what you doing, in certain cases, you're spreading STDs or you're having unwanted pregnancies. Then what do? Time is valuable. So I've had my moment. I don't value the money, because the money, they print money every day. It can be replaced. But if I'm willing to take my time to try to get to know you, talk to you, and then it don't work out, then that's just time lost, man. That's something you'll never get back. Anyway, I ain't gonna stay on that too much, man. I will go outside, but it's raining. I got some more reading I can do. I want people to be happy, yo. Be happy in 2025. Feed your spirit, man. Read, encourage, be uplifting. Instead of finding differences in people or flaws, try to find the similarities. If you got a problem with a person, it can easily be resolved. Find the similarities. That's something that y'all can work out. Like, hey, man, and you really might have more in common with the person that you're having issues with than you think. Violence doesn't get nowhere. It doesn't. It doesn't. And the agenda that people are not paying attention to, the guns that are floating around, man. They made it so easy for people to go in there and purchase them? Why is that? Why is that? 9 times out of 10, in the black community, our community, wow, you targeting somebody else that look just like you, really? And what good does that do? If a person dies and then you go to jail, no one wins. No one wins. Honestly, man, it's sad. Uplift the people around you. Encourage them to do positive things. I don't look for weakness or a flaw in a person. I don't judge a person's character. First, in the Bible says, "Judge not." Leave that to God. I leave that to God. But a person is going through behind closed doors, that's between him, whoever got going on with that person behind closed doors, and God, man. I don't judge nobody, because you never know that person that you judge the wrong way you may need. Um, I just feel like in certain areas, a lot of older people were taught wrong. And some of them get these roles in society to where they want to try to control certain areas, not only for their personal growth or gain, but it holds back a lot of qualified younger individuals because they don't want to pass the time down to other individuals. I do feel that way because there are certain people I know in the area that went to school and got degrees and that are qualified that constantly get pushed back and overlooked because you got certain people who want to hold leadership roles just because they feel like they've been in a position for so long and then they're entitled and they hold their veteran or their leadership role. They want to hold it over other people. And that's sad because then you're holding people back. Allow people to grow into what they went to school for, to research and study to become. Because technology and growth is necessary. Progress is going to happen regardless. Either you can accept it or either you can ignore it and you can try to reject it. But if you do them last two things, you find yourself frustrated. It's going to happen. Progress is going to take place because it's necessary. Every generation gets stronger and wiser for a reason. My nephew and them, they're younger than me, but those kids younger than me are making more money than I was at their age. They're able to. My son, 10, he does certain things on, he knows how to get on the phone, do a certain thing because he spends more time on it. He can. Each generation gets stronger and wiser for a reason. They call the young because they're strong. Don't overlook a person that's qualified just because you want to be a dictator. Allow people to grow and become who they're destined to be. Sometimes allow people to fail too. You have to allow them to fail so they can realize, or they can learn from their mistakes. Oh boy, we should all continue to be blessed. I feed your spirit, man. Find me something to eat now, and then I might go out if the rain stops. Y'all continue to be blessed. Feed your spirit, man. Stay focused.